DC Naruto. Madden NFL 2020.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
That was nice. Alright, let's get it. Let's go. In the top 22%, nice. Alright. They start showing us that shit. They didn't start showing us that shit after 8 games. Let's see what they do. We're good regardless. Alright, let's go. We're actually perfect regardless. Alright. This is going to be our first game at 6:30 on Madden NFL 2020. Let's go.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. 59.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah,
I haven't put it in the place because that's what we did last, so yes,
at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage,
and we're not in that point.
It's nothing but room to run.
Hey, Echo. Big grip.
On 2nd and 12, Manning. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready?
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Eight.
Gun.
That's fast. You gotta keep moving, man. Man moving. You gotta get that. Move on, right over there. Yeah. Mike, right there.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Ready? To the tip, ready?
Let's get off the field, G. Let's get off the field.
Eight.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton taking it in. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive – I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy
it's
in
all
front
bad
of me,
defense for the interception.
that
We'll make sure
opens
we
up
get no
enough space for him to go.
All right, cost coming. All right, get it. All right, yeah.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup.
That's breaking out of that tackle, Saquon Barkley.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
A A give to Barkley out of the gun. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not
That's
before he
quarterback
gets
sneak,
the
man.
first.
Perfect.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
That's good for the Giants. First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a
Nice
nice
spin
little
move,
move on the
Saquon
play,
Barkley.
though.
Nice spin
It
move.
was Eric
Saquon
Reed in
Barkley.
on the stop.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Man, that's trash.
General West. Hey, Haywood.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Shoot.
Shotgun now for Manning. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Mike 54. Now watch one, watch one. Shit.
Leo.
They do go for it. It's Manning. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give them credit.
getting that
They knew
first
when they
down.
wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed
getting
it
that
for
first
9
down.
yards, and the offense stays out there.
The 46-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant.
59. I got you, son. I got you. You're almost.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Watch QB's up. Check 90.
Roll out.
From just shy of midfield, Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Manning. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll get this to the 30.
Nice, Saquon
Crossing
Barkley.
over out of bounds.
Nice run to the catch.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a
The
first
juke.
down.
Oh, turns into jump. The juke turns to jump.
The 30-yard line.
Turn to a jump. That was nice.
Manning now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I know you feel that.
Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
8 read.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Manning. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. 25 yards for the touchdown.
Nice catch there,
and
Shepard.
the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Nice catch there, Shepard. And that's still 2 Eli Manning. That's touchdown, team. Let's get it. Let's go.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive helmet.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Newton. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one,
Under pressure here, and down he goes.
Nice sack.
At the 43-yard line. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
20.
Throwing is Newton. And an alley to run. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And avoids the contact by sliding. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Recon, 132 fighter.
We got 3. Check 26, check 26. Watch the eye.
Fire.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back.
If I had gone to the left after that cutback, I think I got touched on that play. All right.
Sports. It's in the game.
All right.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Gun. Mike, 58, right there.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Whip. Watch the whip.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard
nice tackle.
line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment,
Well, that tackle for loss.
maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. I'm coming. Gun. Check, 93.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
That was on me.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check it back. 8.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, that was on me. I should just tackle him regular on that scramble. So yeah, that was
Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact.
Nice defense came in there, breaking that up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Newton. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
He's been doing that pretty nice.
Let's get it.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Get that ball. Get it.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Right to the 3. Defense wins championships, baby.
From the gun, Newton. Touchdown, Carolina. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Manning is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
5. Right there. 54. Right there. Shoot.
Working from the gun, Manning. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Kill. Look. Squeeze.
The Giants do snap it. It's Manning. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with. If they could have stopped them right there on that down, now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way. Eluding the pressure right. The tight end, Rhett Ellison, with it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Rhett Ellison, 59 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game.
That's another good game. There's Rhett Ellison. And that's right at the catch, too. Then the touchdown. Perfect.
Rosas now to add the PAT.
And I'm going to get
this is up
whatever
and
the
good
game
to make it a 17-14 game.
How's that?
After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Operating from the gun. Newton looking for the out route, and he's got more. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up
Shout out to my cousin Shout out to my cousin DJ Moore.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gun. Switch. 8.
To throw is Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Nice sack.
Dalvin Tomlinson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Gun.
From the gun, Newton. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th
Nice
and
tackle
1.
again.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Nice sack again. Nice sack
First
again.
of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Gotta keep our
That
assignments.
1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing
That's just
situation, but didn't stop him from running
error right there.
anyway, did it?
No, I was
Defense
surprised
better
when he
yet.
took
He's
off.
running
I
good.
thought,
We
oh, he's
can't
got
do
some
no game.
space. He might
Never
pick
for
up
that.
5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the 1st.
Gun.
Newton's going to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Nice sack again.
Now
3
the Giants will
Panthers
use
game
the
down.
2nd of their 3
Amazing.
timeouts.
Nice.
As
Perfect.
they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Check 93's the
from the 50, Newton. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20
that's what I should
seconds
have done on
left
the
to
other
go.
second down. All right, great game, y'all.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.
It was an interception. That's all the game was. That's all. First pass of the game, interception. Yeah, that's not a good way to get a win. You may not want to do that if you want to win. Yeah, I mean to say it's not necessarily a good way to get a win. I meant to say, if you do that, if you win, we'll see. Maybe you'll win. If you do that, you may not win. How about that? If you throw an interception on the first play of the game, no, my bad. If you throw an interception on the first pass of the game, you may not win. You could still win. You could still win though. You just may not. Alright. Nice running the ball, Saquon Barkley. Nice receiving too. And made nice 2 touchdowns. Longest pass, 59 yards. Nice. Nice 8 tackles. Nice 2 tackles for loss. Nice 3 sacks by yourself. And the 4th one, 3 sacks a game as a team, that's perfect. And we got 4 as a team, so that's perfect. You got 3 by yourself, that's perfect also. And yeah, just the interception beginning the game, the first pass. Alright. CPT Naruto. Over and out. Actually, shout out to Toy K's album coming out 1 week and 1 day ago. It's our 3rd album. It's called Inspired by True Events. Still not. presenting it, but yeah. Yes, it's called Inspired by True Events. It's the third album, has 16 songs on there. Just like her first album, Unbreakable Smile. And bought it, I listened to the whole thing, it's amazing. My top 5 favorite songs on there are, and I didn't say it in this order, but Coffee, Change Your Mind, Two Places, definitely not this order. Coffee, Change Your Mind, Two Places, they're not my favorite this order, but alright. Coffee, Change Your Mind, Two Places, Pretty Phase, and Before the Dawn. Before the Dawn is my favorite song on the album, and Pretty Phase is my second favorite song on the album. So yeah, Tori Kelly, us Tori Kelly fans are going to keep loving and supporting you. And CBT Naruto. With that being said, oh yeah, and I'm also excited for the VMAs, 2019 VMAs, starting in 9 days on August 26, 2019. I'm excited to see Tori Kelly there. So yeah, excited to see Tori Kelly there too. I'm excited for the 2019 Video Music Awards on August 26, 2019, 19 days. I mean, not 19 days, it's 9 days. I'm excited to see Tori Kelly there also. With that being said, CBT Naruto. Oh yeah, and shout out to the debut anniversary of Ariana Grande's album, Sweetener. It came out on August 17, 2018. It is August 17, 2019. So yeah, shout out to that too. With that being said, CBT Naruto. Over and out.